Good morning, YouTube, and welcome back to Jesse's Garage. I just thought today I would do something of a little bit different kind of video. I have so many friends and so many people ask me what got me into collecting all these tools and to be able to do all these restorations and do all these tool hauls and hunt for all these tools. Well, just going back in history just a little bit, my dad, he was a mechanic, a professional mechanic. And so I was always enlightened by how good he was. He was able to go through and to fix so many vehicles, and especially in our own personal life. Whenever he came home, we had to work on our own, and my dad did all of that. And I was there, right there helping him. So he would ask me, "Hey, go get me this, go get me that," and I see all these tools. Now, my dad started off kind of simple, but he graduated to some nicer tools. And one of the nice things about it is that now my dad's not with us anymore. We lost him some time back, and so sad to say. But whenever he passed away, my mother gave us some of his tools. And so my brother got his Snap-on toolbox, so an upper and a lower cabinet. And so I'm sure he cherishes that to this day. Myself, I was able to get his tools. And so we kind of split it up that way, and I'm sure my sister's got a little bit of something as well. And so, but anyways, out of all the tools that he ever used, there was just one that always caught my eye. How about you? Do you have that one that always catches your eye? That one that was special that your dad used, your mom, or your grandma, whoever it was that was special in your life, that are no longer with us? Do you have that one special tool that you'll hold true and dear to your heart? Well, for me, I did. And for me, it was this little Snap-on 1/4-inch ratchet. And so when we go through and you look at this ratchet here, let's see if I can hold it in the light here. Hopefully you can read it. It's a little Snap-on TM70 is what it is. And so you can tell that it's in pretty decent condition. It's not perfect. When I went through, I just kind of cleaned it up a little bit. I didn't go through and do a restoration on it or anything. I just wanted to keep it as it is. This little 1/4-inch ratchet sat on my desk for, I can't begin to tell you how many years. And so now when I got it from my dad, it was actually broken. So the gear inside was stripped out. And so I just left it like that because I didn't want to go through and it, I guess, or just try to, do something with it. But now, as I go through and look at it, I wanted to show him a little bit more honor. And so I went through and ordered me a little rebuild kit. And so I got that in place and put that in there. And I don't know if you can hear that, but the thing works just like a dream. I love this little ratchet. But I thought maybe I'd kind of show you some of our other ratchets. Some of them I got from him, and some of them I've collected along the way. Just now, I got to be honest with you, I got like probably a little over 200 ratchets. But we're just going to look at some of the Snap-on. And I don't have a lot of Snap-on, but I have enough that makes it special for me. And so I thought I'd just kind of share that journey with you a little bit. So let's take a look and see what I have. Okay, here is a little bit of my collection for Snap-on. So as we come in here, we'll start off on this corner. You can see we got a number 7, which is one of the older ones. And this number 7 ratchet here, incidentally, as we go through, pretty nice. I really like this. It took me a little bit to find it out in the wild, but this is the one that does not have the lever that switches back and forth. This is the one that you actually push through if you wanted to go forward or reverse. And so again, you just kind of push it back through the other way, and away you go that way. So that is the number 7. So put that back there. Now you might notice right behind it is another number 7, and that one actually is the anniversary. So if you're a Snap-on guy, you probably know that. So we got one original, one anniversary. So I love that. Coming down here, and those are 1/2 inch, by the way. Coming down here, we have just a little bit of these 3/8 inch. Now, some of these I had right in this area here. You might remember the yellow ones and this other one that we got from the tool hauls. Those are coming up in a future video. We're going to go through and redo some of those. So this one here, incidentally, is one that I redid early on when I start going through and working with restorations, and so you can see how it is. And so I think that turned out pretty nice. So I love that. And those, incidentally, are the MV or FV71. So this one here, I have one that's the FN720 Snap-on, so 3/8 inch as well. And then over here, we have 1/4 inch drives. And remember, the bottom two are the two that we got from the tool haul. So those are coming up in a future restoration as well. And so these ones are the MV71s, as you can see. I think they're all the same that we have there. So going above that one there, we have a GS71. And so I think that was a government issue, I believe. And so if not, you can correct me in the comments below. But that one there is still in its original state. And then over here, we got some 4-inch or 4.5 inch number 71 M's. And so you see that these two were from the tool haul. And then that one in the back, I got a while back. And then this one here, as we go through, this is another one that I refinished and kind of brought back into what I think is a beautiful, beautiful restoration. So you can tell me what you think. And so that's just kind of how it turned out there. So, and incidentally, that one there was pretty crunchy. And so we got that taken care of. And so down here, we got like a T-handle. And so really old, I forget the date on that one there, but so we got that Snap-on T-handle. Over here, we got a sliding bar, we got some breaker bars, we got this little midget 1/4 inch ratchet as well. We got a swivel head right here on this side. Of course, we got a red handle, just 1/4 inch. So I think that's a 100-year anniversary, yeah, as we see it. We got another breaker bar up there. Now this is kind of interesting here. And so I don't know how many of you friends have this or not, but I found this from a gentleman that was local. And so he was kind enough to let me have it for a good price. And so it obviously sat into some moisture and it was pretty rusted out. So I was able to polish this one back up and bring it back in, bring it back to life. And so that's a lineman's wrench, I believe. That's a ratchet on one side. So, and then of course we got the refrigeration wrench on this side as well. So that's a Snap-on. Down below we got some 3/8 inch drives, and so the breaker bar as well. And so there's that. And then we also have some 1/2 inch ratchets. And incidentally, like this one was my dad's, this one was my dad's, that was my dad's, that was my dad's. Anyways, those are some of the ones there. Of course, I think this breaker bar was originally his. Now, this last one that we have over here, so you can tell the massive 3/4 inch breaker bar that this is. And so, let's see if I can actually dig this. Oops, sorry about that. And so you can see that it's a Snap-on here as well. And so this one has some owner's marks that are up here as well. I don't know if you can see that. But anyways, so wanted to say thank you very much to a nice gentleman that I think he either gave it to me or it was like $10 or something like that. Thank you, Dave. Appreciate that. But anyways, this is just a little bit of my Snap-on. Of course, this is just my ratchet collection. And don't forget, we got our little 1/4 inch. And so this little 1/4 inch kind of lives right here for the time being. So that's kind of where that lives at this point. But anyways, there's our overall Snap-on. It's not huge compared to some of you friends out there, but it is growing. So, all right, we'll be right back. Okay, just one more thing. We had one more set I forgot to show you here. So when I was out doing some garage sales, I ran across this box here at a flea market. And so you can see it there. It says Snap-on, and inside the box, see if I can open it up there, you can see it's empty now. But as I got it, these were the contents. inside the box. So when we look at the ratchet here, we can see that it is a number 71N Snap-on ratchet, so it's very similar to the other ones. I went ahead and refinished this one, and so this one actually turned out pretty doggone nice, I think. And so that is one of the ratchets, an additional ratchet, I should say, that I have. Then, as you can see, we have also the extensions here. So we have like a little 5-inch and a little 10-inch, and then we have that breaker bar that's also there as well. And so that breaker bar it really has that old school snap-on. So if I remember correctly, I think this dates back to about 1942 or something like that, is about where it's at. It also had this speed ratchet that was in there as well. And then from there we have these sockets. And so as you can see with the sockets, we kind of cleaned those up just a little bit. So they turned out pretty nice as well. So I wanted to kind of do kind of a little bit of a restore on these, but I also wanted to kind of remind me a little bit about what this package contained here. And so that's the reason why I kind of left the box just as it is. Maybe one day I'll redo it. And then also I left the speed wrench just as it came about as well. So kind of reminds me of how rough it is and how nice these turned out. Anyways, that was just one more I just wanted to show you just real quick. Okay, YouTube, so now you see what I have. And again, my favorite ratchet that I have in my entire collection out of all my antique Craftsman, my older Snap-ons and antique Snap-ons and such like that. This little 1/4-inch TM70 ratchet that I got from my dad. And so how about you? Again, we asked that question earlier. Do you have a favorite tool that one of your relatives had? Maybe your dad, your mom, your grandma, grandpa. And so what is that? You might put it in the comments below. We would love to hear that. And so that just makes our day whenever we hear these tool stories that way. And so and if you get a chance, you might like or subscribe to the video. We would love that as well. So we're brand new. We're just trying to get our channel off the ground and just trying to make some nice things happen that way. So any help you could give us, we'd appreciate it. But anyways, we're having a good time here at Jesse's Garage. I just thought I'd do a little bit of a different video, a tribute video. I have a few more in mind, just some tools that people have given me that meant a lot. One of those tools that you'll never give away. That's kind of like this video here. So anyways, I'll leave you at that. Thank you very much, and we'll see you on the next one.